The following podcast is rated M for mature.
Good morning, day, or evening, whenever the hell you're listening to us. My name is Solid Space, and this is the Rating Pending Podcast, where we're supposed to go live on Saturdays, but as always, get too busy playing games. Here with me tonight,
I knew
the
it.
giant
I
breathing
knew it.
ball of lard that I have grown to use as my personal stress bag, Modern Mega.
Hey!
The man known for his luscious hair and hermit-like ways, Ragnall.
Hello!
Oh god. You fucking ghost. You fucking ghost. Go, say it. Say it, motherfucker. Say it.
I fucking dare you.
And the
Shots
one man
fired.
who has probably the craziest groupie in existence, your host, Victor the Red.
That's a good story for another time, says Mas Kanata. Alright. What is up, you guys? Well, you're the host. You're the
I
host,
mean,
Jose. What the
for
fuck?
the most part, first thing that we're gonna warn you guys, people, if you're wearing headphones, do be careful. We won't tell you why. We're just gonna let you listen to this and figure it out as it goes. You have been warned.
You've
we've-
been warned.
We've been out of the air for the past 3 weeks. Part of it's because I've been out for a whole week, and we were pretty much on spring break, so we're just taking it easy.
Yeah,
but a lot,
We had a break?
yeah.
Did Ross had a
Great news.
break? Did Ross had a break?
Fucking know who you're talking about. I suffered through it.
We have a few things to cover that we haven't covered in the past couple of weeks. Some of them, I'll throw them out there, like mostly the Final Fantasy 15 demo, Kingdom Hearts Unchained that came out this week, Matoma that came out a few weeks ago. And then we have a few extra things for you guys, which is mostly just Evan talking about Dark Souls 3 since he's been playing it.
I'm getting that game
I'm-
on
Oh,
420.
yes.
I'm getting that game on 420. I'm gonna get Dank Souls 3 on 420.
You better be sharing,
Uh,
motherfucker.
And we also have the whole rumors for the Pokemon movie and
Oh,
blah, blah,
God.
blah, blah, stuff that we're going to cover further ahead. I've been pretty distracted lately. I finally got a Wii U, so I've been just like playing Pokemon Tournament the whole freaking time.
Yay.
But yeah, I think we could just jump straight to it, I think. Vic?
Where do you want to start?
Hmm.
You think
I
where,
we-
where
so
should we start?
Let's go way back and cover the things that we haven't
Of
yet,
course.
and then leave, because the Pokemon thing we're going to cover pretty quick.
Yeah.
And Dark Souls is probably going to take up most of the time.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
Or at least I hope so.
The
So,
Final
starting
Fantasy
off-
event?
We could let's start with the Final Fantasy event.
That was
Vic can
big.
talk about the event, and then we can jump straight to the demo.
I completely love the. That wasn't a keynote. That was a actual press conference for
Yeah.
the uncovered Final Fantasy 15, which was hosted by Kinda Funny and Greg Miller and Tim Geddes. Loved the.
Did a great job with
They
it.
did a great job. I fucking loved. Laughed from beginning to end. Especially when they announced that they had the red button. I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
saw this. When the red button was shown, that if you press that button, that was the thing about the whole show. Like, if you press that red button, it will reveal the release date. And the thing is, throughout the whole show, Greg Miller was on Team Getty's like, please do not touch it. Please do not. We're not gonna get paid if you touch that right now. So at the end, the creator, Hajime Tabata, if I'm not mistaken, might be. Wait, is it Hajime Tabata?
You might be pronouncing it wrong.
Yeah.
We
Probably.
apologize if we have it wrong.
Hey, if it's wrong, well, yeah.
Not perfect.
Can you imagine? I actually get it.
That would be amazing.
Oh my God, I did. Hajime
Oh,
Tabata.
shit.
Holy shit! All right.
Yeah.
All right. So Hajime Tabata at the end, he's like, "Oh, we're gonna give the release date," and Tim Geddes get the button. Greg Miller was holding it, and he told Hajime Tabata told this guy to press it, and when he pressed it, there was no reveal, and Greg Miller, as he is, said, "Oh my God, they delayed it again." That was the moment that I was already laughing my ass off. But throughout the whole event, they released. Oh my God,
Oh,
I was like, this actually, I could say it topped the Bethesda
Oh,
thing
they
from.
surpassed it completely.
The thing is that I love this event because for me, I think it topped the Bethesda E3 showcase last year when they released Fallout and all of this and that. The thing is that they showed the games and stuff. This was centrally on Final Fantasy 15. And the thing is that we're getting the game, of course. They showed the versions of it. They showed a movie that it's coming out.
And
An anime. I was like,
which
at first I was like, okay, Square Enix is going hard
Yep.
with this franchise. It's like as
Definitely.
they purposely did it. So it's like, hey, we said that if this Final Fantasy 15 fails, we're not gonna make another Final Fantasy. But it's like, oh shit, we have to make more Final Fantasy. We need to make this like profitable at least. It's like we have to make a shitload of money with this. But for me, for what I played, the episode Disgaea, and which will
and
bring
the
the other demo right now, and which they released the demo that same night, I was like, man, these guys are on a fucking roll. I completely love the event. In the movie, Lena Headey, which is the Lannister
Come on,
Game of-
fucking die.
Lannister's sister.
Fuck.
This freaking chick, Cersei Lannister on Game of Thrones. Aaron Paul is on the movie.
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah, bitch. But Aaron Paul is on the movie. The cast is Sean Bean. I'm pretty sure Sean Bean's gonna get killed in this movie.
Oh yeah.
Um,
He always gets
But
killed. in
he
every
better be.
probably not
movie.
because his dad.
exactly. But Sean Bean is on this movie. It's like, man, this is like an all-star cast. This is actually pretty cool. At least for the American version, because and I don't know about the Japanese side of it.
They probably have good voice
I'm
actors.
pretty sure they do. So, yeah, that event was fantastic. We're getting Final Fantasy 15 on September 30th. I already pre-ordered the deluxe edition. I
Same here.
didn't get the collector's edition. I would have gotten it, but when I saw $270, like, all right, I'm a fan, but I'm not that big of a fan. So I'm just gonna get the
Yeah.
deluxe edition.
I-
Deluxe.
actually-
We're poor.
Me and Evan, we have one of our friends who pre-ordered the super limited.
Oh,
thing
yeah,
with
that
the
guy's-
Nazis.
I'm gonna rob him. I'm gonna rob him. I swear to God, I will rob that man.
Did he
I
actually
will rob
pre-order
the
the
shit out of
collector's
his
edition?
house.
He is one of the, I think, 30,000 or 10,000 people who will own
The
that
collector's edition.
version of the game. And and here's the thing.
Come on,
I'm so
yeah,
scared.
fuck you.
I am so scared for the guy. Because he lives in a pretty freaking heavily transited area, and he has gotten robbed a few times before.
Okay.
So it's like, dear God, I will keep your things safe. I promise.
But the guy
I will-
pre-ordered the collector's edition. Goddamn. Hey, I'm a fan.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a fan. I like Final Fantasy, but I'm not a big fan to be to own a.
Well, you can't afford it. Let's just put it like
okay,
that.
I can't afford it. I could have afforded it maybe 2 months ago. Not now.
Exactly, yeah.
But then again, no. But seriously, it's like Doom. I like Doom, but when I saw the collector's edition, I wasn't. But that was more of an impression. That was more of an impression thing. I wasn't impressed with the collectors, so I didn't get that one. So yeah, like that Final Fantasy 15 uncovered event was amazing. The only thing that I would say though, that pre-show and
Oh my
that was
God,
kind of cringy.
pre-show.
I'm
That
sorry.
was a
I'm
cringy
sorry.
ass pre-show.
Maybe they have a certain certain viewership that actually likes that, but for me it was kind of cringy. But hey, their job. So the event was fucking fantastic. So
Yeah.
that same night, the demo came out, which is the what was it called? The Platinum demo, Final Fantasy
Platinum
15.
demo.
Yeah, Platinum demo.
So,
Yeah.
so comparing it, it's not as long as episode Disgaea. It's actually way shorter.
A lot shorter.
Yeah.
It's not even an hour, right? Not even.
Um, if you dedicate yourself to exploring and getting everything, absolutely everything,
it's an hour.
it might be an hour. It might be.
If you rush through
but
it,
if you rush it and you know where the things are, it's not gonna be an
it's
hour.
like, like 15 minutes, 20 tops.
Yeah. Honestly,
Like max
okay,
half an hour.
okay, not 15 minutes. If you
know-
rush
if you-
it and
if
just
you
go
speed
for
run
it, Yeah, you could if you skip all the cutscenes, which I don't know why you would.
Of course. Who the fuck?
You have no soul
well,
if
if
you
you
do
if
that.
you
Who is the monster who would do such a thing?
no, exactly. If it's first time, of course you're not gonna fucking
Yeah,
skip
if
the
you're going
cutscene.
for speed, yeah, you can. I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
you can
no, yeah.
finish it pretty quickly. I mean, it's
Oh
just
yeah.
most of it is just running through the actual fights.
It's only
You-
4 stages.
Most fights you can actually ignore.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, if you don't attack them, they won't attack you.
No, they'll attack.
No, they'll beat you up.
Oh, okay. But
Yeah,
they won't kill you. Apparently, the demo
no,
doesn't
yeah,
let you die.
they won't chase you that far. No, yeah, it doesn't let you die. It
They'll
really
just
doesn't.
take away your gems.
It really
I was
doesn't.
does it have I've fucking heard rumors that in the game, like when you're fighting the but basically the demo boss, do you get
gives you a button
did you
that
get
you
a
can
summon or
respond.
something?
Yes. Not during the fight. You don't use a summon during the fight. From what I remember, at least I didn't use anyone.
No, you don't use it,
But for passing the demo, you actually do get a summon, and it's supposed to be actually the little furry companion you get. He's supposed to be the summon you use in the game.
Yeah. That's
So,
gonna be your pet.
I really want to know how that goes, because the previous summon was pretty fucking pimping.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
the behemoth.
Ew.
Yeah, that someone was. Oh wait,
But
no,
frankly,
no. That's the beast I'm talking about.
No, yeah,
Yeah,
the
they
old
fucking-
man.
Yeah.
That guy's balls.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Quite frankly, something that made me really happy about the demo, even though it was short, you got to explore a few things. For example, the driving mechanics in the game
Yeah.
and the weather system for the game, which I completely fell in love with. You know, how the rain affects not only the area but the character as well.
Yeah.
Aside from that, I like the fact that the combat was actually made slightly simpler.
Carbuncle
because
is
even
the pet.
Carbuncle, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
You
right
can
now-
name it
right now,
another name if you want.
the combat system for episode Duske was cool, and I like the idea that your fighting style would change according to the weapon order that you would put in.
Yeah.
But I also found it really annoying because, for example, I was a person who liked to start with the heavy weapon, and I immediately saw myself having to constantly go to the menu, switch over to this weapon, do this again every single time.
And
that-
here, you already have it there. Like you just set it up.
yeah,
I love
in
that.
Here,
Just
you set it up
just the
with
controller
D-pad.
scheme, they changed it a little. If I'm not mistaken, they changed
A
it.
little
They
bit.
changed it a pretty good
Oh,
bunch,
fuck you!
and they
So
fixed up
close.
the button registration on the game. Like I felt that it was getting the commands faster and better than for episode Escape.
All right.
I actually did find the same changes when I played the demo. It was much smoother, less awkward, because when I played the episode of Sky, it was very difficult getting in the groove everyone gets in when they start playing a game, where you start just doing things natural. It feels natural when you're playing.
Right.
When I played it the first time, it was very awkward for me. I literally fucked up every 5 seconds. And Final Fantasy 15 is very unforgiving when it comes to the fights. You literally fuck up, you're gonna
Yeah.
get fucked up, which I love about it. On the Platinum though, it felt much smoother, much easier to
Yeah,
understand.
because it's more. If you could say it's a tech demo.
It's a tech demo, yeah.
No, it definitely is, but it still shows the storytelling of Final Fantasy because it did tell a story.
Yeah.
It showed a lot. It really showed the connection between Noctis and his dad. Even though from what they show, he's very busy, and he's definitely a busy man. I mean, he's
Pretty sure it's.
the regent.
I can't wait to the other anime episodes and the movie to come out.
Yep.
You watched the first one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't believe that's.
I love the
I
animation.
loved it.
I loved it.
But yeah,
That's
it was very good. It
I
was very
fucking
good.
loved it. Hey, the animations are for
I got
where
so
from
pissed.
Sword Art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking loved it.
Like, honestly, I got so pissed when I made it to the cliffhanger. I was like, dear God, why? I was having fun.
And now we're
No.
gonna make you wait.
When I fucking finished the episode, I'm like, Wait, is it? And I looked at this time and I'm like, that's 12 minutes. Don't be dicks about it. At least give me 20.
By the way, there is something I want to, like just throw out there, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. Graphics wise, the demo looked really nice, like in its atmosphere and
Yeah.
the place.
Yeah.
But I felt, at least on the Xbox, I felt that they can still work a little more on the character models because it's hear me out. The thing with it is, I find it really weird how Square works with hair often, and by that I mean that they use two layers for just the same piece of hair. Like you have a bang, and you're gonna have one for the highlight and one for the shading.
Oh, yeah.
And on Noctis, it looks really weird because sometimes the light hits him from like specific angles,
Right.
and you can see the layer division between both sides. Like the highlight gets too bright and the shading gets too low, and I feel like they could still work on that a little bit. I'm not sure if that's just an Xbox problem or if it's a total conglomeration problem.
Yeah.
It could just
what was that?
it could just be that they haven't
Completely
finished
polished it?
polishing that area. Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it's. Oh!
God.
Oh fuck! Big Mama just beat me with a stick.
So, yeah, the demo was fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
definitely.
only got one crash though.
Yeah, I had one crash as well, just one,
Ha,
but it's fine.
Mine never crashed.
So,
I never crashed.
So I pre-ordered the deluxe edition. It's coming out, I'm pretty sure, like at the next week, because I get my shipments a week later. I don't get it on the same week. It's really rare that I get it because I got Star Wars. I pre-ordered Star Wars: The Force Awakens Blu-ray. It came out on a Tuesday, and it came out in the same week on Friday. I was like, ooh, impressed. I'm impressed. So, yeah, I'm probably gonna get that a week later, and then the other week after that, it's Gears of War 4, which takes us to the other topic. That
I mean,
um,
we still had a few things there, but we can cover them later. All right, go on.
It's a game.
It's a game. So, Microsoft released a new, you could say, teaser. That was a trailer or a teaser?
Put it that way.
Teaser.
I do believe it's a teaser.
Yeah, it's a teaser.
Yeah, teaser.
So
Tracer.
it's a tracer.
Tracer what?
So
wait.
they released a teaser for the story, Gears of War 4, which showed us with the song "Hello Darkness, my old friend," but in the way like the Disturbed cover.
Oh god, yes.
Really good.
Yo, that was great. No, it was that song was perfect for the trailer and the setup they were trying to do, the build
Yeah.
that they were trying to do.
I still have to check out the trailer.
I love the way the trailer went. Like it showed parts of past where Marcus and Anya Stroud. I'm pretty sure that's Anya. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Anya, and they have a son. And you see Marcus putting a tree like.
He has hair.
He puts a tree,
Yes,
and on
hair.
the other side they show the present, seeing Marcus Phoenix's son. I don't remember his name. He's running, he's shooting, he's running, he's being chased, and goes back to the past, and they carved their the initials on the tree. Was it what? It was JDF, was it?
Something like that.
So they carved the initials, and on the last take, you see Marcus Phoenix's son like taking cover, taking a breather, and then this beast, this monster that I really don't know what's his name, going to attack him, and he runs, and then you see pan to the initials. So basically, I'm pretty sure that's setting up in the same place where they live. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? You think Mark is gonna die?
Well, if this is their last game, I really hope so.
There could be a possibility that he's already dead.
Exactly. This is quick theory. All right.
What if
For me, Marcus is going to die, if not Anya, or both. But Marcus is not just gonna die like, oh, he died and done. No, there has to be justice to the character, because you know that Marcus Phoenix is fucking fearless. He's ruthless. He goes balls out to save his friends and now family. I'm pretty sure if he dies, it's gonna be on a heroic way, as in like sacrificing to save his son or something.
Yeah, like driving a gasoline car into more gasoline so it
We don't
blows
talk
up.
about this. Shut up.
Oh my
Ye-
We don't talk
I
about
don't
this.
talk
We
about
sing
that.
this.
We don't talk about that, Evan.
We don't. I don't need these feels. Thank you.
But
Hello, darkness, man.
yeah. So I'm pretty sure in a heroic way, most likely, if he dies, maybe not. Who knows? He's a important character for the series. But since now we're moving towards a new story, new characters, well then it's a possibility. That's my theory. That's my quick theory.
Do you think they should do a Last of Us intro?
I'll be impressed. I'll be impressed if they actually do it like immediately. But it would take out the build up for the game. I don't know, cause in Last of Us, spoiler alert, I'm pretty sure everybody must have played.
If you haven't played it,
There's
go
like-
f- yourself,
no,
except-
I haven't
wait.
played
If he
it,
hasn't,
but
if he
I've seen
hasn't
it, I
played
guess.
it, what is it, Carlos? Wow, Carlos.
You're
Carlos.
slime.
So, come on, spoiler alert. If you're not, just what the fuck are you doing? Play The Last of Us. But anyways, in the beginning of The Last of Us, Evan, do you already know what happens?
Yeah, I saw an entire walkthrough because I don't have
so you-
PlayStation. I had to cry about it.
I played through it.
Okay. So in the beginning, Joel, you know, the basically the outbreak, the virus outbreak just started, and Joel has a daughter, and the thing is that immediately in the game they're already letting you be the daughter, and I don't know, it's just the way the game went down in the beginning. The game was set up. You already cared about this little girl.
Yeah.
You already care instantly. It's like, oh no, this little girl, it's with his dad who's trying to save her, but all this outbreak's coming. It's like, I don't know what's gonna happen. You know, you already care instantly. You already care about this character. So the thing is that Joel's daughter dies because Joel and daughter gets shot because they were found and they think they're infected and whatnot.
Yeah,
So-
military kill everything
Yeah.
that moves. Bullshit.
So yeah,
Very-
so daughter dies in the most tragic, well fucking acted that I
Yeah,
immediately
we never expected that.
immediately I already was tearing up and fucking crying like a little bitch that I am.
Like, if you didn't cry in that scene, you have no soul.
I didn't cry. I got pissed though. I was like, what?
Like, if you had,
I
like,
just
strong
invested.
feelings.
The
That's
thi-
what I'm trying
but
to say.
did you play it, Jose, or did you just watched it?
No, I played it. A friend of mine took me over to his house to play it, for the first time, and I played through that and probably like the first like 2 levels. Then I never got to finish it.
Okay, but for
Yeah.
me, I was already tearing up and like crying like a little bitch that I am. But you know, with that, I'm trying to say is like that character is new. That's the thing, Carlos. Like when you said you think it will be done like The Last of Us, I don't think so. I'll be impressed at one time, but at the same time, again, I was like, I don't think that would be smart because it's a character that we already know. It would be good if you build it
Yeah.
a little towards the middle or end. Maybe cliffhanger, get teasing Gears of War 5 because that's gonna happen,
Oh.
of course. But you know, just build it up. Don't kill it instantly, because then I don't know. It's like
Maybe the sun?
no. It's like
No.
no. It's like, okay, when Undertaker lost at WrestleMania, that was supposed to be at the main event, not one or two matches before the main event. No, that's supposed to be like the end. If Undertaker lost the streak, it should have been at the end. That's why people, when they saw 2 matches before the main event, and that was the Undertaker fight, and when they lost, everybody was already like down, depressed, and didn't care about the rest. That's the thing. You cannot do that in the beginning, because then on you won't care, in my opinion. Because that's one character. If you're a Gears of War fan, I'm not a fan of Gears of War. I hate the gameplay, but I do like the story. I care about this Marcus Phoenix character. I care about Anya Stroud. I care about Dom. But then again, it's something that you should build, not kill him instantly in the beginning. And make it. You can make it the most dramatic thing. You can make a fucking Neil Druckmann Last of Us moment, but it just wouldn't work throughout the whole game because
It's not gonna be the same.
it's not gonna be the same because you wouldn't care. Because the only thing you have in your mind throughout the whole game, damn it, Marcus died. Oh, this fucking died. He died. Oh, this new character, maybe a fucking cameo from another. No, you don't care. Fucking Marcus died. You don't want that. At least that's my opinion. But yeah,
I understand what you're saying. I actually agree with you, but something they're definitely gonna have to do if they want to make this into a kind of new generation characters. If they really want to push it, they're definitely gonna have to get rid of Marcus in some way.
oh yeah, no, and that's why I have the theory that Marcus couldn't die because we have the new generation of character. Henceforth, the Force Awakens Star Wars thing. You know where I'm going. I'm not gonna say any spoilers, because hey,
Oh yeah,
there's a
definitely.
new generation of heroes, and we need to eliminate
Make
the
space.
ankle. We need to eliminate something from this.
Sadly.
Which has hurt me very much, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Gears of War 4, if unlike Halo, I don't like Halo either. I like
Fuck
the
my
story,
life!
but Halo 343 Studios, I don't know what the fuck are they thinking with that, but
Money bags.
cocaine.
Money bags.
yeah. But I hope back then it was Black Tusk Studios, now goes under the Coalition. I hope they do the game justice, like they actually know. And I love how they played it safe with the gameplay, still the same thing. I'm not a fan of it, but I like that they played it safe, which is fine because you're not gonna change.
Pick up the graphics, please.
Well, that's
Just
your
a little bit.
that's just your that's
Yeah, that's just my thing. I'm happy that you haven't really changed the controls too much.
But at least
Well,
the
come on.
graphics, though. Yeah.
Like make it look a little nicer. It's been 5 games now.
yeah.
Just a little bit.
No.
Little lens flare, come on.
Do you think they budget?
Well, I mean,
Well,
that
it is a Microsoft title, so I think they have budget.
a Microsoft title and pretty much Epic's biggest title.
Exactly.
Like when they show
milk
Xbox,
it and they pocket
show
it.
next to it Gears of War.
I, for one, I don't like the gameplay. Never liked it. Never will. But I like the story. But I already pre-order it with that fucking trailer. I was like, "Fuck you, man! Pre-order." I love how when I saw that trailer, I was like, "Man, fuck you, Coalition! Fuck you, Microsoft! Pre-order on Amazon." I already pre-ordered.
Man, fuck you. Here's my money.
So I'm probably gonna have the Gears of War 3 syndrome. That I bought it, sold it, bought it again, sold it again, bought it again for like 3 or 4 times. And at
Just
the
play
and
with
at-
a friend, man.
and-
Just play co-op, man.
and-
It's
Yeah.
more enjoyable.
no, oh,
Just
trust
do
me.
it-
Oh,
just do
trust
it
me.
again,
I
never
bought it. I bought it for the co-op. I still hate the gameplay. But the thing is, like, I've sold it like 4 times, and at the 5th time, I bought it for $5. I was like, well, this is not worth it anymore. So I'm keeping this forever. So I have the whole trilogy plus the spin-off Judgment game that.
We don't talk about
We
that.
don't
Okay.
talk about fucking that. I don't know, the misuse of Baird. It's stupid.
Just
Oh, and quoting a friend of mine, Francisco said, "Please do not give us another fucking Carmine character."
But Carmine, though, back up.
Carmine,
I only
come
played
on.
The games because of Carmine. I played 3 just to make sure his brother would live, and I was not disappointed. I
Neither
got
was
scared. I got scared. I got pissed when I saw that helicopter go down. I was like, no, not this shit again. Mama Carmine has suffered enough.
I love how he says like, "Please do not." I think it was do not kill another fucking Carmine. He's like the Sean Bean from the fucking games. Alright.
He is. He definitely is.
God damn it, he's like the Easter egg in the game.
I love how they said back then that if Clay died, they were gonna tell you what happened to the 4th brother. and probably he was going to be the only one who was going to live. But since Clay lived, the other brother's pretty much dead.
I wonder what's gonna happen with Clayton. But anyway, enough of Gears of War, because you know we're gonna give it more
before-
Salen
time.
la puta
Okay,
madre.
before we jump into into the bigger topics, let's take care of the two smart topics on the side, which are two apps that came up a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So you got Mitomo,
Mitomo.
first. Mitomo, freaking Nintendo's social media, the web of I know all your secrets.
Yes.
For those of you who don't know about it yet, I pretty much recommend getting it. Mostly, and foremost, Club Nintendo has been revamped into My Nintendo, and via Mitomo and via simply just logging into My Nintendo, you can get platinum points, which can be used to either buy stuff inside Mitomo or be used for game discounts or even digital downloads of old games
Yeah.
on a Wii U or a 3DS. That is completely beautiful. I also checked into My Nintendo a little while ago, and they also have golden points which pile up as you buy stuff from the eShop. And I just dropped my pen. Give me a second. And so far the offers are pretty
pen.
forever. And so far, most of the offers are actually pretty good. They had like a 30% discount for Splatoon. They had Super Mario World 2 completely downloadable. They had, I think they were gonna put Earthbound to be downloaded via Platinum Points. They had Punch Out. They had a few pretty good games there, and they keep adding. I think it's monthly. They're gonna be putting some new stuff up.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
I did not know that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Some of the things that the little app can give you, for the most part, well, aside from answering questions, which you get points for,
Uh-huh.
you can dress up your Mii character. You can make some pretty funny images, which most of the humankind that already has the app have abused in probably the most sexual of ways so far. Jesus Christ. Nintendo, you really didn't think this through. Holy shit.
The app is app is fun.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's
Even
cool app.
even though it's basically on its okay, it's not alpha stage, but
It's beta.
It's
It's on beta stage.
it's
for
beta
the-
close,
stage, yeah.
Like really early.
because
beta
there's there's no games. It gives you game tickets, but I don't know where to use. That's more like
Oh, you use those you use those in the shop because whenever they put in some new collections, you can get some of the clothing items by using game tickets and just dropping Mii characters in like a random machine. If you put it that way.
interesting. Now
Yeah.
the more you know.
The more you know. Yeah, I figured that out on the second day.
During soft battle, G.I. Joe.
I really do hope that they fix the adding friends system because you have only three ways. Either you have Twitter and you have it connected to the account. Facebook, same case, connected to
Twitter.
the account. I already said Twitter.
Twitter.
Or you have the face-to-face registration, which works pretty much as to the same way that you sync the Wii U gamepad to the Wii U, where you have to hit like a specific like symbol at the same time with your buddy to add them. Doing all three of these grants you immediately 300 platinum points saved up in your account, and if you hooked it up to a Nintendo ID, you get an extra 100, and it gets connected to My Nintendo, so you can spend your points.
Interesting. Good. It's actually pretty good.
Cool.
Yeah. The other app, which literally came out while I was on the trip, and I couldn't download until Sunday night when I finally made it back, is Kingdom Hearts Unchained X or Key. as the
I
Japanese
haven't
version.
downloaded that app.
Yeah, same here.
Let me tell you a little story about a few kids that are gonna be dead in the future. Because, quite frankly, Kingdom Hearts Unchained, the silliest and cutest game to be released for the franchise, is actually the game that will tell you the story of the Keyblade War.
Oh boy. What?
Really?
Really?
We're all
Yes.
dead.
So far, here's the thing.
Wait, what?
Square thought this out so nicely, because at the key in Birth by Sleep, you get to visit the Keyblade Graveyard, which is where all the remaining keys from all the past wielders are just stuck there, and they tell you that all those Keybladers went to war trying to forge the perfect Keyblade. How do you make a war happen without having to create a shit ton of characters? You make them avatars and you give them factions and you give them all this shit that's gonna make them to fight. Here's the thing. While you're installing your game, you're gonna get a small little story from Kyrie's grandmother. Fun fact, I'm still expecting her to be actually a key point at some point. She's popped up like 3 times throughout the whole franchise.
Right.
Telling Kyrie about the time when Light showed up and everybody started fighting for it and went to darkness except the children. Every single Keyblade wielder at this time is a child. And you have 5 factions, which, by the way, Evan, I'm sorry, but I swapped factions again. I blame Hazel for this.
You bastard!
I will explain this to you later.
Fuck you.
You have 5 factions, which pretty much divide the whole server into snakes, unicorns, leopards, bears, and foxes. Each one of these 5 factions has their own master. In the Japanese version, they actually had like a stat difference. In this one, they just throw it like, hey, look at these houses. Go for one. Yippee, that's all you get. But your master actually changes according to them. And even though the game is pretty cutesy, you already started with something pretty dark. Every single adult is dead except children. That's all you got. You already started pretty well. And at the point that I am now, I am getting really intrigued. This is a game that I thought was going to flop at first. And when
I
finally made
thought
it
when
to
I
the
heard Kingdom Hearts Unchained, I thought about the Star Wars hero, like, oh, you just get online, get some points, attack this, attack that, and...
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was going to be really silly, and then I played it, and honestly, game mechanics for a mobile game are pretty good, because you have 3 main ways of attacking. You either attack by tapping on the enemy, slide your finger across to do a wide attack, which divides all the damage between every single enemy there, or swipe the medals all the way like to half point on the screen,
Right.
and you will trigger a few special attacks that can deal a pretty good amount of damage to one or multiple enemies.
Okay.
I won't. There's a plot point, and I wanted to leave this out there for the people who haven't played it yet. This is a prequel game, but all your medals have pictures of all the future heroes, Sora, Riku, all these guys. I'm gonna leave that out there, and you try and figure out why that is, because they will actually explain that to you.
Yeah,
Probably like the best bullshit reason
fucking
I've
Kingdom
ever
Hearts
gotten.
just gets keep getting fucking confusing. What the fuck?
It doesn't. It isn't. I sat down recently with a friend of mine, and I.
The thing is,
established
Jose,
that
you follow
it
this. You follow this. I play Kingdom Hearts 1, barely play Kingdom Hearts 2. I haven't followed the story completely. So that's why when I hear people, oh, the disconnect with this Kingdom Heart connects with that, and this is the prequel, but this is the prequel to this sequel. It's like, what?
Yeah. Yeah,
It's like fucking Zelda.
No. Zelda's
No,
actually
this one
simple.
actually makes sense.
No, Zelda's actually simple.
So it's
Just
so,
have to pay
it's so
attention.
simple that even Nintendo couldn't figure out a proper timeline for it, and somebody else had to do it for them.
Hey, I'm not saying Nintendo's competent.
But basically, yeah, Kingdom Hearts. Yes, that's the thing. I played the first one, barely played the second one, because that's when my PS2
I
died.
didn't play the second one. I only
That's
played
when the PS2 died, and
Here's the thing. At every mobile game, it has a pay to win. No, actually, it doesn't have a pay to win system because it's
doesn't
not
have a
in-person.
paywall.
It has a jewel system, which you can earn 150 jewels every 5 missions. And for the time being,
Or
since
you
the
can
first
just
month,
get them for $4.99.
something like that, yeah. You have 3 main packs that you can buy. You either buy a 300 jewel one, which just gives you one medal. 600, which is the daily deal, that gives you 3 medals, ranging from 3-star to 5-star.
World Star.
Or-
No, I'm just...
Or,
Wow.
and apparently they put in 2 more packs for this.
Yeah.
There is the 3,000 jewel pack, which gives you 10 medals, but it assures you 3 5-star ranked, 4 4-stars, and the rest is 3 and up. So you could still get more out of that set,
Okay.
being 4 and up. There are different medals that do different things. Donald's freaking relatives give you extra XP boosts and shit for specific medals. The Moogles give you a shit ton of money. Sid lowers the 6-star cost because 6-star medals take up so much space on your Keyblade that it's stupid. Like suddenly, oh, you have a 5-star that took up 14 spaces. Let me kick this up to 46 because I can.
The fuck?
Yeah, the costumes, because you can dress up your character, obviously. I was checking the list, and you can make it up to level 240, something like that. And you get some pretty cool shit. You can get Sora and Riku's outfit from Dream Drop Distance. You can get Neku and Shiki's from World Ends With You. You can get both versions of Sora's Halloween Town costumes, which is the Christmas and the Halloween Town version. The Organization 13 cloak, some weird Japanese like dressings, like being dressed like a giant teddy bear. Thank you, Hazel, for having to show me that at some point. And freaking you have like gummy ship pilot sort of shit. So you have some pretty cool shit in there. And you have some returning Keyblades. As a difference to other games, the Keyblades are actually leveled up using materials that you get from the different stages. And every day they have special events running around that can give you either evolution or XP medals, or give you materials for your Keyblades, or extra like a shit ton of money every like 2 hours. You have like a half hour that you can get extra money in there. So it's pretty much a pretty good game. I'm still playing it like crazy. Like I haven't barely touched anything else ever since I got hooked on it.
Right.
Yeah, so you got that.
It sounds
And
fun.
well, yeah,
I'll
we're all gonna die.
The thing is that I need to. Yeah. Okay. I'm just waiting for a fucking release for Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, the 1.5 and the 2.5 HD remix
Oh, that's the
on
thing.
the fucking PS4.
Here's the thing, if you don't want to play the game, and this is something I was about to forget, when Kingdom Hearts 2.8 gets released, you're going to be getting Dream Drop Distance for the PS4. You're going to be getting Birth by Sleep Volume 2 for the PS4, and you're going to be getting the cutscenes for the entire Unchained game, up to even parts where we haven't seen in the West, because, spoiler alert, freaking game at this point right now ends at a coming soon, because we only have half of the game in the West right now.
The Unchained.
Okay.
Unchained only makes it to mission 200 something, and it leaves you at a coming soon, because there's an extra 200 something missions that haven't been put into the game yet. Yup.
Shit.
So keep that in mind. 2.8 gets released, I think, later this year. So if you don't want to go through the whole grinding and playing sort of shit, you can just spit it out.
I can smell it. Kingdom Hearts 3 is
You smell
upon
it.
us. Kingdom Hearts
Yup.
3 is upon us.
Soon.
Soon.
Give it 2 more years.
Fuck. So, the Naughty Dog executive had a pretty bold statement, though. So this is an article from Gamnesia that goes with the subject. Naughty Dog executive says the Uncharted 4 opening sequence is one of their best. We recently got this again. This is from Gamnesia. We recently got to see some new Uncharted 4 Thieves End footage, which has made fans even more excited for its release on May 10th. Again, this was delayed 2 weeks for 2 weeks later. The director of communication at Naughty Dog, Arne Meyer, says the game opening sequence won't leave us disappointed. He went as far to say that it's one of the company's best, and it's similar to The Last of Us in that it will definitely entice players to keep playing. Here's the full quote. Quote, "In my personal opinion, this is our strongest beginning opening sequence for a game since The Last of Us, which was obviously very emotional. But I think this is probably one of the best opening sequences as well. That feeling of wanting to keep playing and wanting to know where it goes continues the entire games." End quote, Arne Meyer said. So, for him to say this kind of The Last of Us, this is what I say, theory time.
I swear to God, if you killed another child in your games,
No. You know.
Maybe.
Fucking
Okay,
kills
okay,
Nathan
okay.
Drake's
It
son
said that
or
we're not.
unborn son.
Oh yeah, okay. I said that we're not gonna be disappointed. I believe that Naughty Dog hasn't disappointed me.
Oh.
Never. So
When have they made a bad game?
not at all. Nothing.
Exactly.
So for me, theory time here is that they said that it won't disappoint you. Maybe they're gonna do it very, very fucking well. But in my thinking, it's that it's gonna be one of those intros that it's basically teasing you for the end in some awesome, spectacular way. But then it cuts to the beginning of the game somewhere else, and you have to keep playing.
Oh,
to know.
I know what you're trying to.
It's like,
Like
oh, you
the
fucking.
fucking trailer.
Yeah.
The one that we just said. Oh, god damn it.
Exactly. That's how I think it's gonna play out. In my opinion, maybe it's something else, and it's actually more emotional.
A
than
huge cliffhanger
that. Exactly.
for the end. That's not a bad idea.
But the thing is about that, it's that it's kind of cliche, because it's been used for movies.
Wow, AI! Fucking GG! Woo! Ayudando!
I was about to say that he was
Fucking
way too
MVP
quiet.
del año, puñeta! Bueno, well, GG, running away.
I was about
Dark
to
Souls
say
Strategy
he was
101.
quiet.
Get the fuck out!
So there you
Well,
go.
now they know that you're
There you go.
You don't take me alive!
So there you go, people. He's playing Dark Souls 3 at this moment.
Suicide.
What a surprise, right?
Womp womp.
So that's what I think about Uncharted 4. Intro, how it's gonna play out. It's gonna be teasing you somewhere at the end, maybe some cliffhanger scene that we might get. But it actually, as it ends and starts the game, you have to play out to know what happens in the end. But knowing that the game has some options, I don't think it's branching path, because it said that it doesn't change the story. It's just some options that you can take. But I don't know. Maybe they're playing with us.
What?
So
I didn't hear about that.
so I'm kind of scared, and not scared in a bad way. I'm scared in a good way. It's like
Choose
these,
your destiny.
basically. So yeah, I can't wait for fucking Uncharted 4. Please arrive before Puerto Rico Comic Con. I want fucking Laura Bailey to sign that shit before it comes. So just please, the game comes out on May 10th. So.
Just get her to sign an IOU, and once it comes out, just put it on the box. It's like, I got it.
Just
if
says
it
IOU.
doesn't come
Yeah.
if it doesn't come that early, I have to figure it out. Go to the convention. It's a big ass convention. Pretty sure somebody's gonna have a screenshot of Uncharted 4 or a poster. Just get that and make her sign it. So
Steal it from someone.
What?
Just beat the guy, he'll take the poster.
it's like,
Fucking little
fuck you.
kid has it.
You like Uncharted?
Yeah,
Yeah, Nathan
if
Drake
it- if
is
a
shut
kid-
the fuck up.
If a kid has it, it's an easy steal.
But Victor.
no Victor.
But Victor.
no Victor.
But Victor. But nobody likes to come early. Come on.
Fuck you. So
Nope.
Evan,
Yes.
since
It's your time to shine,
it's
buddy.
your time to shine, buddy, tell us, because my Dark Souls 3 comes on 420. Dank Souls
Okay.
3. So,
And I'm not getting it yet.
Okay. So, Dark Souls 3. As probably everyone has heard, Dark Souls 3 is being proclaimed as the best game FromSoft has made. Not only the best Dark Souls they have made. And to tell the truth, it is definitely living up to the hype. The game is amazing. It's beautifully polished in comparison to the others. The level design that FromSoft
from software.
makes themselves most how do I say this known for their level design, their beautiful levels, their interconnected paths. It's all there. Everything is just how people loved it and more, because in Dark Souls 2 a lot of things were criticized by the gaming community and by the gamers that loved the franchises, and even by me. I actually like Dark Souls 2, not more than one, but the demos were definitely amazing.
I like Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls
I mean, the
2 was
DLCs
really-
were definitely amazing, but the thing is that Dark Souls 2 had a lot of things that honestly were bad and wrong, and other things that were just odd. But they added dual wielding, which a lot of people were against it. Other people were for it. I'm honestly for it, because whenever I like the chance to wield two weapons, it's amazing. Dark Souls 3 has dual wielding. Many people already know this. For those who don't, dual wielding, however, is not like in Dark Souls 2, in which you could wield two different weapons together, as long as you had the stat requirements for both and a little bit more. There are actually weapons that are for dual wielding. They actually just pick one slot. They changed a lot of things. Covenants, for example. In the past, you had to go to a shrine or a person who was the representative of the Covenant, talk to them, finish the dialogue, sometimes even do some specific shit,
Yeah.
and you would enter Covenant. Now it is not like that. In Dark Souls 3, you can actually enter a Covenant just by switching a seal. It is an equipable item similar to what a ring would be. The only thing is you have to equip them while not being connected online. So if you get invaded, or if you are invading, or if you have a summoned soul helping you, you can't change your seal because it does affect how the game is played. However, if you're just playing around and you want to say, hey, I want to stop being a Warrior of Sunlight and be a Way of Blue guy, you can do it easily. I just did it myself right now. Obviously, that gives a lot more options for the players. If you want to start invading and you don't want to have to repercussions, you can do it. Even Covenants that weren't for PvP actually now have a PvP setting. Like I just discovered, the Warriors of Sunlight, when we invade, we're actually not red, we're red-orange.
Right.
And when we kill the invader, we the host summoner of the server, we get the sunlight medal. I imagine this is going to be the same for many other Covenants. I'm actually going to try because I really want to see how it's going to be. The story is very interesting so far. I haven't gotten as far as I'd like to, mostly because the game is way harder than any of the previous Souls games. The bosses so far have been amazing, unique. The level design, I already said it, it's beautiful, it's interconnected. I'm still fucking lost. Just so you know, I've been in this area for at least 2 hours or more. And I'm still figuring out where the hell I am or what I have to do. I found the boss, he beat my ass, I'm just looking for another way to, survive. But the game is very interesting. The characters, actually, you can see some of the style that Bloodborne, brought over. Some of the inspiration actually came over here. The magic system is actually very interesting and fun. The weapons all almost changed, especially the weapon arts. I actually should talk about that a lot. Weapon arts are this whole new mechanic for weapons. It's basically a second heavy style and a second movement, fast attack.
Yeah.
But it also changes because not only do we have this, depending on the weapon art changes as well. For example, daggers, instead of having just a stronger attack or a shield breaker, because the swords actually have that, you will have a dodge that actually has more invulnerability time than other dodges. Also, the weight system changed a lot. In previous games, the dodging depended on your weight. It still does. However, it's much more different now because they wanted to increase the pace of Dark Souls 3. Right now, if you're under 65% weight, you can dodge almost normally. It's pretty amazing. You can wield pretty heavy armor even though you're not supposed to dodge like that with that heavy armor. Of course, if you go overboard, you will skip immediately to fat roll. There's no medium. It's either you do or you don't.
Like, fuck you.
Yeah, no, definitely. They really committed to the whole, if you're gonna be a tank, but you're not gonna move. If you wanna be a heavy guy, but you still wanna move, you're gonna have to monopolize on and think about how you're gonna do this shit, and they really made it difficult. The classes all feel very unique, but still maintaining the Dark Souls style that, hey, I'm a thief, but I wanna use some magic. You can learn it easily. Of course, you're gonna have to find the vendor, because fuck you, Dark Souls don't play like that. There's a lot of things, instances. Cinematics are actually beautiful. I found that the level design is actually much more detailed, especially in the fauna. The game is very atmospheric, like it's always been. If you're a fan of the Dark Souls series,
I-
there is nothing you're gonna
I'm a
hate.
fan of the game, but don't know shit about the lore.
Not
Okay,
a lot of people don't know
about the lore.
I want you to talk to me about the lore, but I don't.
Podcasts
Exactly.
for the lore.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
I said lore and Evan got triggered. I was like, oh, Evan, calm down.
No. I'm gonna give you the fast idea.
All right.
Every Dark Souls is based on an event that is occurring in the universe. It's the same world, but it's very different timelines. And when I say different timelines, don't think decades or even 100,000 years. It's actually eras, entire eras.
All right.
The first game takes place in the end of the Age of Dragons, which it was stone and ash. There were no life forms except those from stone. Humanity lived underground like little shits.
Blight.
Then the first deeper.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we were very in the shit in up Sheep Creek. But actually, when the first fire was found, this is literally the cinematic. The cinematic on Dark Souls 1 explains the origin story. When the first fire is found, the age of the gods and humanity starts. The fire is divided between the lords. La 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 la. If you played the game, you'll understand most of this. This is the part that's really interesting. The first Dark Souls, you're an undead. In this Dark Souls, you are not undead. You are an unkindled. The idea is different, yet fundamentally, for aspects of the gameplay, obviously, it is the same.
Right.
However, in lore-wise, they are very different. The undead is an undead who is cursed, a human who was given the dark sign, and is cursed to live and die again as long as he has the will to continue. If you have the will to continue, you're basically immortal.
Right.
That's why the player continues to live even after dying hundreds of times. The only time we surrender is when we quit the game and come back 3 months later. However, many characters and NPCs give up in the Dark Souls 1 and they actually hollow. When they hollow, it's when they lose their will, and they basically become mindless puppets seeking souls, which in the lore shows that humanity seeks souls as natural as it is. In Dark Souls 1, you end with 2 choices. Extend the fire by sacrificing yourself, or walk away and become a Lord of Darkness.
All right.
By walking away, you cause what occurs in Dark Souls. Dark Souls 2 is the moment when light is fading. The gods are gone. Actually, most of the characters in Dark Souls 1 don't even appear. They don't exist. Not even Solaire. The Covenant exists, and most of the Covenant actually do exist, but the lore around them is different or very vague because the time has changed so much. You're actually in a different kingdom completely. The gods aren't even there. It's not even the same idea. Most of them have similar ideas. So the FromSoft really plays with the idea of losing yourself, losing history. Just how we can interpret history in a way that probably wasn't even close. Dark Souls 2 did the same thing, and Dark Souls 3 is actually doing something similar, but I'm not even sure because with how much I've played, I haven't even scratched the lore. But from Dark Souls 2, your character is another undead. However, from what they're showing, the undead are still a plague, but they're in a journey that isn't the same as before. In the other one, you were looking to defeat the lords and find a cure for yourself or fulfill a prophecy. Dark Souls 2, however, you're seeking purpose. You're seeking a different life almost. Your character is wandering, actually, and he reaches this world where they said that where the solution for hollowing was found. At the end of the game, you don't actually stop being a hollow. You sacrifice yourself to begin the flame anew by becoming the next monarch. The monarchs were the previous kings and the ones that sacrificed themselves to the flame to extend the age of light. In other words, in Dark Souls 1, if you sacrificed yourself at the bonfire, you were officially the first monarch. Actually, the second one if you count Gwyn, but he cheated, so fuck him. But technically, you become the first non-godlike monarch. In the second one, when you end, you can do the same thing. You can either become the monarch or you can't. Most people, actually, I think you just can. They don't give me much of an option on that one. I'm not really. I have to play it again. Damn it. But yeah, at the end, you become the monarch. You extend the Age of Light. In Dark Souls 3, however, actually, I skipped something. In Dark Souls 2, there's a moment when you start seeing a lot of dragons. Dragons in Dark Souls 1 were these beings that were annihilated because they threatened humanity and the gods themselves.
Right.
When they stood against the dragons were slain because humanity found their weakness, which was the fire and the crystals that gave them immortality, their scales. In Dark Souls 2, the dragons start appearing. However, it wasn't completely natural. They were in one of the levels. There's actually testing about dragons and such, how to create your own dragon, which in the Dark Souls series is seen in actually Dark Souls 1, where Seath the Scaleless is trying to recreate the scales of immortality because he is scaleless. He is afraid of death, and he actually becomes hollow in the process, which is why he is mad and a total dick at the end.
Total dick.
Yeah, he's a prick. In Dark Souls 2, the same is seen. People are trying to become immortal through the dragons, through studying. And instead of becoming immortal, or at least I'm not really sure how this went, they actually created the dragons. The dragons start reappearing. They start re-emerging from nothingness. And the age starts changing once more. In Dark Souls 3, from the beginning, it seems like there's a darkness made flesh almost. I'm just talking not right now. It's just me speculating.
Right.
In Dark Souls 3, from what I've seen, there's a darkness that's inside of the undead and the unkindled. It does not discriminate. Motherfuckers like HIV.
I, for one, need to know more about this lore because I still get some parts, but I'm still gonna get confused. But I'm not gonna ask you right now.
No, yeah. Honestly, Dark Souls lore for me is the selling point of the game. The gameplay is awesome, the level design is awesome, everything is awesome, but the lore is what gets me because every single piece of item is just more lore where you have to read, and sometimes, yeah, it's insignificant, like a weapon saying, hey, this is a sword used in this place, and other times it's actually an item that skips to another event you actually perceive in the game, or to characters related to that event that affect your gameplay. So the lore is always a selling point for me. But in Dark Souls 3, this infection seems to create abominations, almost like demonic black ooze becoming snakes that attempt to devour everything around them. They're actually when you get close, they become volatile and start trying to kill everything. Not only that, but there are the unkindled. The unkindled aren't undead per se. It seems like it's a kind of a relation. You can become undead if you're unkindled, but not all unkindled are undead. It's kind of one of those things. The unkindled are, from what I understand, people who hold a shard of either the first flame or who hold ashes of the first flame. Because from how we are described, we are ashes that have not been burned. Or embers that have not been extinguished. The player is doing the age-old tradition of the Dark Souls series of hunting down everyone that you don't like and killing them for your own gain. And that is exactly what you're doing. You're hunting down the other unkindled, and trying to gain either their ember or a source of their power to fulfill a certain task. And not only that, but in the game, a large number of characters from Dark Souls 1, and I'm pretty sure Dark Souls 2 maybe, are appearing. And like I said in the first time, these events are happening at extremely different moments in time. So from what I'm understanding, this place is either where all kingdoms and ages converge into a united moment, or it is a moment in which it is a place in which the events of time are changing, and the characters are actually finding themselves in the same place, even though we're all unrelated in eras.
Of course.
Your character begins by getting out of a tomb. This was actually shown in one of the trailers. So your unkindled is an undead, and you were definitely dead. There's no doubt about it. You were dead. You were buried alive. And instead of having an, I'm getting killed by dogs. Stop! 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 Oof. Actually made it. Fuck you, Fido.
But in ending it there, you were saying, Evan?
Okay. Fuck! I lost my I lost trace of everything. Fuck you, dogs. Fuck.
Damn it, Evan.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Your character is an undead, but you're also unkindled, so it's really confusing how these two things work together. Honestly, I'm really gonna keep playing and seeing how things go. But apparently, the kings, the monarchs, or the kindled that you're hunting down right now are 5 different lords that were monarchs. From what I'm understanding, most unkindled were people who were supposed to be monarchs but didn't light the flame. For example, when in Dark Souls 1, if you hadn't lit the flame and you walked away, you would become one of the unkindled. In Dark Souls 2, the same thing would happen if you did exactly the same. If you just walked away, you're an unkindled. And apparently, so many people have walked away from the fire that the Age of Darkness is literally protruding from the curse and taking shape in real form. At least this is to my understanding, and so far, this is all I know, and I really want to keep finding out more, because the lore is just amazing. Oh my god! The fuck are you still alive? I'm pretty sure I killed you! Well, yeah, that's all for me.
So, as confusing as that sound, and funny as well, so, ending it with this, Jose.
Yeah.
Rumors about that Pokemon movie.
Holy shit! I completely forgot that was still on the list.
So, the Hollywood Reporter made an article. Pokemon movie rights bidding war as China's Legendary makes big play for Japanese property. Warner Brothers and Sony are also vying for the popular children's game property. One thing, I don't want neither of those two fucking companies touching the damn thing.
Nope.
Fuck no.
Who are the ones making the World of Warcraft movie?
I think that's Legendary Pictures. But
And
wait.
That production bought Legendary Productions.
What?
The Chinese production, the one that you just said.
The thing is that. God damn it. Thing is that I have a fear. Of course, everybody has a fucking fear of video game,
Movies,
anime,
yeah.
whatever thing original
Live action.
goes in the shell.
Well,
So
that's gonna be animated, but still fucked up.
That's not gonna.
unlike
be
Dragon Ball Evolution.
I know. I'm trying to lie to myself. I'll say.
So
You're not doing a good
Carlos,
job.
so Carlos loved Dragon Ball Evolution, but moving on.
No,
Uh,
fuck you.
So
And Evan
You call me asshole or piece of
Okay,
shit. You never say.
And
I
Evan
like-
will love what? And Evan love what? Motherfucker, you wanna get shanked?
okay, we
You wanna
don't
get shanked, bitch?
we don't know anything about Warcraft the movie. How is it gonna do? Because it's a CGI fueled movie. But hey,
I hope it does good, goddammit.
I hope it does good as well.
I've been waiting too long for this!
So, yeah. As for a Pokemon live action movie, do you see it happening?
I don't see
Okay,
it.
okay. Hang on.
Do you see it happening well? That is the
Second.
question.
Yeah.
If it happens,
Because it's happening.
Hear me out.
It's
Hear me
not
out.
good.
Hear me out. If it happens, you better at least make the Pokemon look amazing as real life things. Like I'll take it. Give me a giant rock snake to be Onyx. If it looks good, I might take it.
The thing is that every
But I don't
time,
need it.
Voltorb explodes, Michael Bay's producing the damn shit.
It's gonna be great though.
But it's gotta look pretty though. Yeah. Okay.
It's gotta
But
look
the thing
really nice,
is,
though.
that as everyone, it's fucking afraid.
It's
Except except for that one movie. That for me, I don't give a shit what people say, but it's the only. I think everybody can agree. The only video game adaptation on a movie, it's Tomb Raider. It's the only one. It's absurd. It's
Oh, yeah,
stupid, but
Yeah.
it's
Sadly,
Good.
it's the most
it's
closest one.
it's good. I don't give a shit. That's a movie that I would watch it.
It's a fun movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a fun movie. It's fucking awesome. Oh, does it give you cheesy fucking lines and shit? I don't care.
Oh.
I don't fucking care.
Oh,
The movies.
shit. I just remember one that Evan enjoyed even more.
Exactly. I don't.
Which one?
Prince of Persia.
Shut the fuck up and die.
That was.
Just drop dead, you fucker.
Where everyone's
Combination
white,
shit.
Okay, so
not Persia.
so for Pokemon live action, do I see it happening? Maybe, because everything can be anything and it's fucking possible, but
You know what's the thing? The fact that from what I was reading, the rumor states that Game Freak specifically is looking into these studios to make it happen.
okay, so they are the ones that okay, if you want to do this,
Okay,
it's
so,
gonna be
so they're hands-on.
Yeah, exactly. They're the ones that are saying like, "Hey, can we
okay,
have
okay,
this?
okay.
Can we
You
make
know,
this
you know
work?"
how I can trust that part when I see Last of Us movie, even though it's
Exactly.
been put in a hold. Because
A big hold.
again, fucking Neil Druckmann is like really fucking busy, and even the production is kind of busy. But as for the movie, the Last of Us movie that was announced, even Neil Druckmann is the writer for that movie. But I think that would be the only video game adapted movie that I'm pretty sure it's gonna be good if you cast it well. I don't know, Josh Brolin as Joel, Maisie Williams as Ellie, which is Arya Stark from Game of Thrones. It's possible. Let's see what happens. But then again, for live action Pokemon,
It's
I don't
such
know.
a hard
Yeah,
idea
it's
to grasp
exactly.
that it's weird.
Because
I try to think
if
about
I
it.
think of a Pokemon movie, live action movie, I'm thinking of Dragon Ball Evolution. Look how it happened. I don't know.
Wasn't there? I think a few years ago somebody on YouTube made like a fake trailer of what it would be like super dark, freaking people having like Fight Club sort of shit for Pokemon.
No, that's just not gonna happen. They're gonna
I was
fucking
like-
bring a fucking dark version like that. No, that would be weird. That would be even weird.
Do it.
Yeah, for me, I know Pokemon, and I don't know. I would just find it weird. Because I can like power. I can fucking get the Power Rangers dark greedy thing on that short film. I liked it, but still, for Pokemon, it's something really different. I don't know. It's not. Unless you actually make, I don't know, a Netflix series, because nobody fucking cares. Like, it's like Marvel on Netflix. Like, they go hardcore, dark as fuck. But on the movies, they're like, oh, hey.
I want you to rub my
Children
Pokemon.
are watching this.
Silly Billy.
No one gives a fuck.
But yeah, for me, I think that's it. I don't know. Seeing a live action, it's something hard to think on.
We're not ready yet, for one. Let's just put it like that.
Here's an idea. Give me animation like freaking Pokken first, and then we're talking.
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, because freaking the art style for that game is too
What
good.
is up with it? Like, if you're gonna do it, use fucking Japanese characters. Fuck it, why not? Or
Give me subtitles.
or give me
They
more.
need to be white, Victor.
Oh yeah, Ghost in the Shell. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it, right? That's all.
Well, another rumor.
What is it? Oh, the Rockstar thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Rockstar got sued. No, that's not a rumor. But yeah, one of the Leslie Benzies, which is one person that worked at Rockstar and sued Rockstar for $150 million for unpaid royalties. That's something really business-wise. I'm not gonna get into that, but holy shit. And the other one, the rumor, is that they leaked the Red Dead Redemption 2 map. I looked at it. It looks legit, sort of. But for
Hey.
the love fucking shit. I don't want this a prequel. I don't want this a sequel. I want a new thing. We had Red Dead Revolver with the character Red. We had Red Dead Redemption, which is... I know. So, Red Dead Redemption 2... Red Dead Redemption, which is with John Marston. Where the fuck is Red? Nobody knows. No, so it's not part of the game. So it's a new story. I love the Red Dead Redemption 2. Red Dead Redemption.
Yep.
Fuck. I do not want a sequel or prequel to Red Dead Redemption. Call it something else. Like I would have said, spoiler alert, but the game has been out for 6 years. If you haven't fucking played it, come on, man.
Young culture swine.
So,
definitely.
So, you guys played it, right? You know what happened?
Oh, definitely.
We all played it.
15 times.
Jose?
Passed the
Jose?
Undead campaign
you played it?
16 times.
Have you,
Yeah, he did.
He did? Okay.
He did. I can vouch for that.
Yeah, I played it for a while.
But do you know how it ends?
Yeah, I know how both stories.
Okay. So, John Marston dies, and the son has to find...
I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, that was one of the most... I'm not even gonna touch that.
Well,
So,
that's
no, it's one of the...
Hero deaths.
Dude, let's not talk about that. So, in the end, most people, trust me, most people don't know about this. When they finished the game, they started using the sun. Nobody knew that wasn't the looking at the grave and saying, "Oh, I will basically avenge you" or whatever. People thought that was the original ending. People don't know about this, the true ending. The game doesn't end there, people. The game, dude. I remember I told this one of my friends, and he's like, "Dude, oh man, this ending." I was like, "Wait, you got a different ending?" I was like, "No, man. What the fuck are you talking about?" It's like, "Are you? Wait, there's another ending?" It's like, the game never ended to begin with.
You didn't finish.
You didn't finish what you
gotta
started.
go back and finish the fight.
So, yeah, if you wanted to build a sequel with a new story, okay, fine. Don't call it Red Dead Redemption 2. I would have said, I think I said this in the beginning of the podcast. Red Dead Revenge. Red
Dead Revelations.
Red Dead Retribution. Red Dead. Play with the fucking name. Don't give it a number. That's just stupid. I don't know. It's just sequel, prequel. I don't want it. So, are we gonna see something on E3? Maybe. Most likely. Yes.
Rockstar never.
Last time they showed at E3 was on
a
Grand Theft
trailer.
Auto 4. And that was a long ass time ago.
I could have sworn and read somewhere that they were going to show up this year, but hey, it's still too early to tell.
They don't like E3 for some reason.
So, yeah.
I don't like E3 at times. Come on.
At times.
Fair.
It's sometimes shit. But
Yeah.
last year was one of the best, you gotta admit.
Well, we're expecting a lot of VR stuff. So
Oh, yeah, we're gonna see a lot of VR stuff because that's the future now. So,
Yes.
ending the podcast here, announcing that starting May, we're gonna do Road to E3. So we're gonna talk about topics of the week, but mostly we're gonna be doing theories
In preparation.
in preparation for E3 that it's on
Hey,
June
Vic?
12, 13, and 14. What?
Hey, Vic, let's freaking like make a little video segment where we're just building like a mattress fort, and that's where we're gonna spend like the whole week. Can we do that?
It can be. I think it can be done.
It can be done.
Stay tuned.
I'll bring my mattress.
So yeah, Jose, you want to end it? You want to do the honors?
Well, I guess. Vic, is there any prank calls right now? Can we like play something? maybe?
Jesus Christ! Another good story for another
Or
time.
good.
So Jose, end it.
This has been the Rating Pending Podcast. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, fuck you!
That's savage.
This has been the Rating Pending Podcast. My name has been Solid Space. And will forever will be, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Fuck! Vic, you in. I'm done.
Wow, you fucked it up. Thank you for
Dumbass.
listening to the Rating Pending Podcast. You can give us a like on Facebook.com/The Rating Pending Show. subscribe to us here on YouTube. Until the next time, peace.
Bye.
Blizzard.
Bye.